Arizona sports. Breaking news.
Turns out it was for somebody. According to Ian Rappaport, the Arizona Cardinals are expected to sign Bengals offensive tackle Jonah Williams. A late splash for Arizona, in Rappaport's words. This on the heels of DJ Humphries being released by the Arizona Cardinals organization, saving them money. Gambo, what have you been able to find out?
I've been able to find out that the Cardinals are signing Jonah Williams to a 2-year contract. He is being signed to a 2-year contract to come in, and we'll try to find out if he'll play left tackle or right tackle. But Jonah Williams being signed to a 2-year contract by Arizona.
For context, NFL.com ranked Jonah Williams as the 45th best available free agent. TheAthletic.com ranked Jonah Williams as the 87th best available free agent. ESPN.com listed him as the 18th best free agent available. 2-year deal?
2-year contract. I don't have the exact. I've been able to find out it's a 2-year deal. I don't have the exact terms of it yet, but I do have 2 years.
ESPN's Adam Schefter is putting out their $30 million, 19 guarantee.
Okay.
2 years, $30 million, 19 guaranteed.
2-year deal. Yep.
With the Arizona Cardinals.
Yep.
Okay, so now we know.
Total stud.
Yeah,
I mean, he's never been like a Pro Bowl player or anything like that, but damn, he's been a good player.
So let me.
He's been a really good player.
We actually have Jonah Williams' draft profile from 2019 if you guys want to hear it.
Please, I'd love to hear this.
Mel Kiper Jr.'s player profile.
I thought he held his own at left tackle, even against Clelin Ferrell in that game in the playoffs. But I think when you look at Jonah Williams, he's going to have to be a right tackle or a guard in the NFL. He's a guy who doesn't have great length in terms of arms, but he's got tremendous technique, good feet, plays with a defensive mentality. He's been starting since day one, so he's a veteran even though he comes out as a junior. I think this is a kid who's going to exceed expectations. I think he's going to be a Pro Bowler. I see him as a right tackle or a guard with big-time NFL ability.
Yeah, first-round pick 2019 by the Bengals. Again, never been a Pro Bowler or an All-Pro player, but can play left tackle, can play right tackle. Did miss his rookie year in part of 2020, but has been very healthy ever since then. So DJ Humphries gone, Jonah Williams in. You've got Paris Johnson, and I will say this: we've got to talk about this now. This very well may lead them to Marvin Harrison Jr. at number 4.
Absolutely.
This very well may lead them to take Marvin Harrison Jr. instead of an offensive tackle if they do not make a trade at number 4.
That is clearly one of the major takeaways from this story. All right, first and foremost, obviously, that DJ Humphries is gone. All due respect to DJ Humphries and the tip of the cap, but the Cardinals very swiftly making it be known the money that we're saving by letting DJ Humphries go, this is how we're going to reinvest it at the same position. But you are absolutely right. Now the Arizona Cardinals do not in any way, shape, or form have to take a tackle at number 4. They do not at all. It might still be their preference. It might still be their preference to be at 4 and move down a couple slots and pick up other assets. But they, in many ways, had to address the tackle position with one of their first 2 picks, and maybe they still do. I'll buy that they still might have to address it early, but now the need isn't as great.
Right.
It's not as pressing. It's not as important for them to do it. They've bought themselves some flexibility in the draft to really do some of the things that they want to do.
Yep.
According to, Rappaport, who said that Jonah Williams, that Arizona was where he wanted to go. That was like his number 1 destination. Let me read for you a couple of things that other people wrote about Jonah Williams. Okay, this is The Athletic. Williams moved from left tackle to right tackle this season, but has the same game. He's very quick and athletic. He can move in space with balance. He still lacks power and anchor once engaged, but he did a better job being physical in 2023. Here's the most important part. While playing every snap for Cincinnati. How much of an emphasis has there been so far this offseason for Monty Ossenfort on signing guys who play every day, all the time?
Availability.
Right?
I am just other news I'm getting right now. I want to get this out there because a lot of people are asking this. Even our own Tyler Drake was texting me, I'm hearing that Jonah Williams will probably play right tackle.
Okay.
Which would move Paris Johnson to left tackle.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is what I'm hearing.
That makes sense. Yeah. ESPN on Jonah Williams had an 85.4% pass block win rate last year. Doesn't have upper tier power or length at the position, but he wins with technique, gaining depth to create blocking angles, and pass line sets. He can help an offensive front on the right side.
Yeah.
And he gets a boost here because he plays a premium position.
Yes. So, Jonah, I'm expecting that he will play right tackle because he can play both and he can play guard. But I am hearing that would move Paris Johnson to the left side. So that is what I'm hearing right now on this is a great sign. Now this automatically becomes maybe their best signing.
Oh, it's the
splash. This is their best signing.
It's by
far the splash.
But it's only $19 million guaranteed. It's not 40, 50, 60, 70, $80 million. This is still more in line with what a mid-tier free agent would be. You're not breaking the bank for the guy on a 2-year deal.
I would agree with that. And for me, the reason why it's more of a splash signing, it's not so much about the money, though it did take money to get him. It's more of a splash signing to me because most of the guys that the Cardinals had signed so far, you look at like NFL.com, the top 101 free agents. None of the Cardinals signees were on that. ESPN.com, none of the guys the Cardinals had signed were on that. The Athletic, they had one guy. I think Justin Jones was like number 65 on the Athletics top 100, top 150 free agency list. This is the first player who legitimately was identified around the NFL as one of the best free agents available. You know what? Number 45 on NFL.com, number 87 on The Athletic, number 18 on ESPN.com. Oh, yeah, this is their splash. This is absolutely their splash. This is their, and while it might not have been as expensive, and while it was only a 2-year deal, which is odd to me, I'm not sure what to make of it. Is he trying to reestablish value? You would think, is Jonah Williams trying to set himself up for another bigger payday later? It seems interesting.
Could be based on, listen, he's young. He's
only 26.
He's young. I mean, that's a good point by you, and I would agree with that. That he was, that this may just reestablish some value, let him go out. Look, the most important thing for these players is the guaranteed money. So you get 19 guaranteed now, go hit free agency at 28 and go see if you can turn that into some more money. So this is a terrific signing, and this may... I think when you see the Cardinals' grades now, we were talking earlier about, they're C minus. Nobody loved what they did. I liked what they did a whole lot. That grade's going to jump through the roof now because now you get yourself a tackle. You can move Paris to the left side. You've got Jonah on the right side. It frees up the 4th pick for either a trade or for taking Marvin Harrison Jr. You've addressed a lot of areas on defense. Look, this is not where they want to be. They don't want to make they don't want to make their bed in free agency every year, but it's a necessary evil. Free agency, it is a necessary evil, and the Cardinals have just gone out there without breaking the bank, been able to sign a lot of good football players that are going to help them.
There's been a real trend so far with all of their signings, and Mitch points this out. All of their signings, all of the guys they've signed are about 26, 27, 28 years old, not old by any stretch of the imagination, not washed up. They've all signed for 2 years, 3 years, right in that range, right? Most of them are guys who have a proven track record of playing every single day, of being available every single day. Jonah Williams playing every single snap. Justin Jones played every day. Bilal Nichols played every single day. I mean, how well they played, how good they are, that's part of the equation. But never, ever underestimate the power of availability in the NFL. I mean, everybody speaks on it. Guys who can play every day, guys who are able to stay healthy enough to play every day, they are extremely valuable. And for Jonah Williams last year, a guy who played every single snap, that makes him very valuable. It was like when the DJ Humphries news came down, and I'm not saying this is necessarily it, but it just kind of felt like, okay, I knew you had to do this. And I knew this is something you're going to do it anyway. You might as well do it now. It just felt like there was another shoe that was going to drop, right?
Yes.
It just felt like there was another, okay, but why right now? And now we've got the answer. Jonah Williams is the right now.
Yeah.
And boy, it does give the Cardinals tremendous freedom in the draft now.
It does.
If they hadn't done this, we'd be in the aftermath of free agency. You and I would be talking about, but boy, they really got to go get themselves a tackle now. They can't miss on a tackle. They've got to address it early. They got to make sure they get their guy because they've got a clear need at that spot. Not anymore. They still need one, but they don't need it like they needed it 20 minutes ago.
Totally agree. Totally agree. Right now, based on the fact that you've got your 2 tackle spots locked up with 2 younger players, I would now look to take Marvin Harrison Jr. at number 4 and not an offensive tackle, and then I could address other needs later in the draft. I'll still look to trade if I could do it, but if I have to make a pick at 4, at this point right now, I would go Marvin Harrison Jr. because Monty Ossenfort just got himself a terrific former first-round pick. He's been very healthy the last couple of years since 2020. A lot of teams I thought were going to be in on this guy. This is really, really good move for the Cardinals.
Thanks for watching Burns and Gambo. Click to see more from the guys and hit the button in the middle to subscribe so you never miss a video from Arizona sports.